I want to go through to show you guys through 3 methods on how you can connect your phone to your computer and use it as a wireless camera. Thing is, these methods are actually pretty cool, and the first one is actually built into your phone. Let's get started.
Method 1. USB preferences.
This first method is really simple, and all you need to do is just plug your phone into your computer and then scroll down for notifications and then select your USB preferences, and from there select webcam, and that's basically it. If you want to see yourself, then what you gotta do is you gotta go through and to scroll down to your notifications again and select webcam. And this is something that is only available to Android 14, and most of these options, except for this one, will work with other types of phones. And speaking of, let's talk about option 2.
Method 2. Webcam OBS.
Webcam OBS is a great alternative to this because Webcam OBS allows you to do the same exact functionality, but it also allows you to do it wirelessly. The way that you actually install it is pretty simple. Let's go. So first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to go through and you'll want to go out into dev47apps.com/OBS. Now with this website, you'll see home, the app, the plugin, and FAQ. Now what you'll want to do is you'll want to go through and click on the app, and then within the app, you'll see that you can go through and install it on Google Play and on the App Store. To install it on the Play Store, what you'll need to do is you'll need to first find the Play Store, and then you'll want to go through and to hit search and find Webcam OBS, and then you'll want to go through and to hit install, and that's as simple as it gets for the app. But then for the plugin, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go through and to install on either Windows, Linux, or Mac. Now, one of the things I like with Webcam is that you can use it basically on any device. If you have an iPhone or an Android, you can install Webcam. Unlike the first method, this one is compatible with everything, and that's awesome. And once you get Webcam installed on your phone, you'll want to open it, and then you'll just want to go through and to hit the usual while using this app and all that junk. Then once you're done with that, you'll want to go through and take this Wi-Fi IP port right here. You'll want to go through and take that and copy that into OBS Studio. But first, you gotta know what source to copy it in. And let's launch up another version of OBS and I'll show you. Alright, so inside this version of OBS, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go through and to go into your sources, the plus, and then you'll want to go through and to find Webcam OBS. Click on that, and then you'll want to go through and to either create a new one. I'll just go through and call this phone, okay? And then you'll want to go through and to change your resolution. I usually go through and set this to be 1080p, and then change your video format. Keep it at H.264. The differences between H.264 and MJPEG is that H.264 encodes on your computer, meaning that it'll be less resources for your phone, and it'll mean that your phone's battery will last a little bit longer. And by that, I don't mean percentage, I mean health-wise. Your phone will actually have a longer lasting battery if you use a H.264, as it's also a better encoder. Once you select that, you'll then see device. Now, what's interesting is with device, you'll notice it says use Wi-Fi IP. And that's because Webcam has 2 ways of connecting to it. You can either plug your phone into your computer, or you can just simply use the Wi-Fi IP, which is what we're doing today. So what we'll want to do first is we'll want to go through and type in 4K, and we'll hit activate. And then you'll see this. Extra video resolutions unlocked. Save and reopen properties for the updated resolutions list. Okay, and then, okay. And now we'll just go through over here again, and then we can go through and enter our resolutions here. And now, let's see, at 3840 by 2160. Meaning that we can actually use our phone wirelessly and with 4K. All we need to do is we just need to type in our Wi-Fi IP, right? And then we can go through and to hit activate. Then hit OK. We should see an error message if everything worked out correctly. There we go. Depending on how strict you have your antivirus, sometimes it will pop up with this message. Now, I always just disable my antivirus. Do not do this if you are actually using this on your computer while streaming. What I'd recommend you do is to allow Webcam to your firewall when installing. Now, I guess when I first installed this, I forgot to do that. So I just have to go through and to disable my antivirus and turn it back on later. I don't recommend doing this, but I have to for video. And now that I've gone through and disabled our antivirus, we'll just hit OK. And then should, in theory, interesting. I'm gonna go through and switch this to the back camera. because the back camera does support 4K. One thing you'll notice is that there's really nothing to be shown here, right? Like there's nothing on this camera. So what we'll do is we'll just go through into our display where you'll see a bit of noise. That's because once you pick this up, hi, very washed out cam. I swear whenever I start this, the camera always starts washed out. I don't know why, it just does. And what I'll do now for the rest of this video, or for the rest of this section, is Control F. Boom, 4K video, yay. Wait, is this 4K? Yeah, this is streaming over the internet using 4K. That's awesome. And this is actually what the live feed of this sounds like, because you can also turn on audio with this. When you're inside of an environment like this, it can be a little bit difficult to use this type of thing because of the fact that you've got a pretty blank wall and it's shining blue, so your phone's obviously going to auto white balance to a bluer color. But there's a way you can fix that, and I'll show you that right now. I swear I've used that transition so many times in this video. What you'll want to do is you'll want to go through and to find your Wi-Fi IP and type it into this address bar up here. And then you'll see a bunch of different options. You'll see the way you change your different webcams, the way you turn on and off your microphone, flash, white balance, autofocus, all of that stuff is just all controllable remotely. And if you live on a college campus like me, you'll find that really interesting because of the fact that your Wi-Fi on the campus is the same name everywhere, meaning that I could just take my phone anywhere and control it from anywhere. It's actually really neat. Like I could be at the dining hall, which I have done this before, and I could be connected to OBS. This is actually on how that looked. Yeah, crazy. But what's not crazy is method 3, video.ninja. Video.ninja is a pretty interesting method, as it's not really something that I would recommend for using your phone as a webcam, but something that a lot of people do. And I think that's because of the fact that it's free and it's browser based. It means that you don't have to install anything onto your computer in order to use it. Well, you do have to use OBS. You do have to have that installed. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to go to this website right here, and then you'll want to go through and to take a look at these options here, because there's actually a ton. Yeah, I didn't even know that half of these were a thing. Yeah, there's so many options, I will have to save them for another video. If you guys would like to see that, subscribe. Please do it. Back to the video. Do is we'll go through and to create a room. And then we'll go through and type in our room name, password, and then add that, and then add a default video codec of H.264. And then join the room as control center. And then you'll see a few other things. You'll see invited guest, and then capture a group scene. And you'll actually also see all of your guests. Because with this, you can have up to 4 guests, and I think you can have even more depending on how you set this up. And the way that you actually set this up is you take your phone and you take a screenshot of the guest link, and then you just type that into your web browser, or you can just send it to a friend and have them join in. And now that we are on the site on our phone, what we'll want to do is we'll go through and type in the passcode, and then the drawing room with camera. And then we'll select the audio sources and default audio output destinations, and we can even select our camera. And now we're good. You can see me right here. Nice. Now this is very pixelated, even like on a browser source. I'm not a huge fan of video.ninja at all. Like video.ninja, the interface is like right now it says I'm shooting at 83, but this is on how it looks when you drag it into an OBS browser source. This doesn't look that great. Too blurry, too low quality, and the audio bit is also not that great. I have a limiter on here talked on -6 because the audio right now is probably blowing out your eardrum. Audio has been like the main thing that has made this video take so long to make. Also, how is it not getting my skin tone correct when there's a face right behind me that has the same skin tone? What? And on that note, that is where we're going to end off this video. Thank you guys for watching. This video took so many takes, and the video that took 1 take is right here, and the video that took how many takes YouTube thinks it took is right here. For now, gotta go edit this and then sleep. Bye.